I'm Marcus, and I started my career in the automotive industry. I joined Hexagon to develop the autonomous truck about 10 years ago, and my goal was to bring to the mining industry all my experience with the automotive, all the technology, and everything that we can add to the mining companies and the mining industry in building autonomous operations. So let's talk autonomous operation. And first of all, why? Why going autonomous, first of all? And of course, we are in pursuit of higher efficiency, of course, and we want to be, higher productivity, less machine wear, and most of all, what I think this is very important these days, is to overcome the labor shortage. I have some examples of actually people don't want to work for, they don't want to drive trucks, right? I've talking to some customers recently, and they have trucks that are just stopped there because they can't not find drivers. Isn't it amazing? Do you know the average age of truck drivers in Western Australia? They are 57 years old on average. That is amazing, and that surprised me. So with the autonomous operation, we are creating better jobs. We're bringing technology into mining. And when we started developing this, here's what we come up with. Well, we realized that Hexagon has all the blocks to autonomy. From the planning, from the design, the very beginning, before a mining even exists, and then the faulty operations with fleet management, high precision positioning, collision avoidance, peer-to-peer, world perception with the radar, everything is within Hexagon. And then we brought up all the onboard autonomy layer, and we have teleoperation. We are capable of retrofitting and creating the by-wire of most of the machines on the market nowadays. And then we needed the glue to put all of these things together. So I wanted to introduce Mission Manager. That's our system that puts everything together in favor of autonomous operation. And guess what? We are OEM independent, we are machine independent, and we can bring this to the market. Here's Mission Manager. As we know, an autonomous operation requires more information when compared to human operation. The truck needs, as opposed to human drivers that know exactly how to go and how to get there, how to get to a point, autonomous machines, they need their robots. They need the exact path to pursue. They need to know how to handle intersections. They need to know where exactly to back into to be loaded. And this is what Mission Manager is providing. Mission Manager is providing all of the extra information that the fleet management system doesn't. And it's also giving to the operators a bird's eye view of the mine. I'll show you how. So we start designing the mine. In this mine design, we start designing the workspaces, the places where the trucks will be loaded, unload, parking spots, refueling, all of these important areas of the mine. And then we design the roads. We can easily design and modify on demand. We design the intersections, and we manage the intersections, how the trucks are going to traverse this intersection. That's actually one of the important parts when the trucks need contact with the system, with the server, because the server is managing priorities and who has the right of way at intersections, all of this stuff. And then we can add different configurations to these intersections. How are we managing priorities, and also configuration of the workspaces, how we want the trucks to move in these workspaces if they are waiting for one machine to maneuver where they're queuing or vice versa, and we can define all of that. So it's a highly configurable system. Another example I want to show you is how we do loading management. This is an example I'm showing you on screen in where a truck approaches a loading area. It's interacting with the shovel that is operated by a human. The shovel operator gives the spot to the truck, and the whole system is very efficient because there's no hanging time. The shovel doesn't need to be there just hanging, waiting for the truck, as it happens in normal operations. The shovel operator just sets the spot and continues trimming. The autonomous truck will just stop. It allows double-sided loading and everything that is required. And in this example, we can see the other truck is queuing while the first truck is being loaded, and it all happens seamlessly in the mine operation. My final example to you is the monitoring part. With monitoring, we can have an overview of the entire mine operation. Where are all the assets in the mine? Not only the autonomous trucks, but also all the human-operated trucks in this mine. Where they are, what are the workspaces that have some movement occurring, and the intersections that are locked for other machines. And we allow also a safe operation of the pickup trucks, the supervisor pickup truck, for example. And everything interacts well with the autonomous operation. Well, these are just some examples, and there's much more in Mission Manager. But I know that a very important question, and that's the question that I actually get every time I start talking about autonomous. And this question is, where is it in operation? Well, good news is we have this in operation in 2 sites right now. It's being deployed in 2 different sites. One of them is in Brazil, where we have this collaboration with UNM, one of our partners. They are largest earth movers and contractors in South America. We are deploying this right now, in this week, in a mine where they operate, where we will have 2 autonomous trucks. These are CAT 777s that have been retrofitted and are working autonomously in this mine. Another very important operation that we are currently working on are the road trains. We are operating these road trains in Western Australia, and it's a quite challenging project. It's a world's first in many aspects, as you can see on the slide. Right, that nobody has ever driven autonomously at 80 kph in a haul road that is super narrow, and we're having autonomous trucks passing by every 1 minute in this mine. It's a very long haul road, with plus more than 100 kilometers between pit and the port. And importantly, there's very limited connectivity. We have a hotspot every 15 k's, every 15 kilometers, which makes this quite challenging for us. And this makes us to design our systems so that most of the decisions are taken on the edge by the truck itself, without the need to communicate back to the server. And this gave us scalability. This gave us the capacity to run 120 trucks and scale up to 200 trucks. We still don't know the limit, how far can we go. And compared to some of our, and that's a good thing about being the second to market. The first ones they had, we know that they had problems with scaling up to 5 trucks because of the network limitations, bandwidth and stuff. We will control 200 machines like that. And that's quite impressive. We are very proud about that. Well, that's what I want to talk to you about autonomous. And I'm at the booth. You can reach me out anytime. Please come talk to me. and happy to have you here. Thank you.